Hey guys, here we are on our way to the field. Our dad headed a little bit earlier so he could map it out and start mixing, and we could bring lunch and stuff. So not much this morning. I think we're trying to get 200 acres before noon. So yeah, nothing much. Doing the same thing, same thing.
Oh, my finger hurts. And there it is, just a little scrape right there. And I realized it's from, I put my hand into the battery like this each time. It wears on that knuckle in the glove. Finally, it's worn through. I guess it's time for me to get some new work gloves. Or a Band-Aid. Am I going the wrong way?
Jump out, get that cable pulled across and put it in this padlock over here.
Okay.
Just lock up the cable. It's right by that pole.
Alright.
Pull it across to the other pole. Hook it up.
Where's he talking about?
There's a cable there. He wants you to pull it across and lock it up. All that while he's eating his sandwich. You got it. Come on. Hustle, hustle. There we go. That'll keep everybody out. Cut the corners. Like, how would they do that? How would they cut the corners on those barns on the foundation? How would they? Do you know how it? You just know that they do it.
Well,
really?
You can see the stones. I mean, they're, they were originally probably like a round field stone, and they...
Ricky, I'll be right there. This is important. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, no, it can't. You can't tear it down. I'm sorry.
Oh,
wow. Okay, yeah.
So somebody spent some time...
Okay. Yeah, I wonder how they... Look at that. What a good job they did.
And then usually the side stones, they didn't care so much about. But you can see these are
right.
Either flat or they flatten.
Yeah, they do. They do look that way. They do look like they've, like you said, chiseled them. And what would they use? I mean, that's probably a dumb question, but...
Oh, the mortar?
Yeah.
I guess whatever they had for their best cement back then.
Okay. Look at that. What is that section right there? You see it? Where that metal
that
roof
would be
is?
the silo room. So when you were pitching feed out of the silo, you were connected to the barn, so you were out of the weather.
The silo's behind that tree there. Yeah. You just can't see it, but it's there. Okay.
And these barns are all hand-hewn timbers in them too.
Really? Yep. Look at that.
Put together with wooden pegs. And another thing you'll notice about these old barns, I don't know if anybody's ever pointed this out to you, but the board width. Like, you don't really get boards that wide anymore because the trees that they mill aren't that big.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That is really wide. I never noticed anything like that before.
Yeah, the old barns have really wide boards on them because, it was a lot of this was probably old growth pine.
Right. We don't let them get that big anymore. We cut everything down.
You know about the big fire that went through Michigan?
Yes, the Great Fire.
Yeah,
yes.
We have got a barn down the road that has charred timbers.
No kidding.
From that fire.
I'd love to see that sometime. That'd be so cool. Can I go inside?
Yeah.
I'll be careful, I promise.
It's my uncle lives there. It's our original farm. It's where my great-great-grandfather.
No kidding.
Yeah, yep, I'm the 5th generation.
That is awesome. I love hearing that. I always love hearing about the generation farms. Oh, wow, this has a basement. I can see it.
Yeah, that's where they keep the cattle and milk down there in the bottom.
You know, I always wondered about that. It kind of sounds silly, but I did not know why. You know, you see the barns with the ramps that go up to it, and it's probably in the back, isn't it?
No, right here.
Is this? Oh, I see it now. I didn't see it before. We walked right up it. I didn't even notice. Okay, so why did they do it that way? Why did they have the ramps up front and then have the basements?
Well, I think you keep your animals down, and then in the winter it would be well insulated and it would stay warm down there, especially with the heat from the animals, and then you'd have the mouthful of hay.
That makes sense. You get some a pulley right
see,
up
they
top.
used to put, see that track that runs along the top?
Yep.
They used to, before balers, they would put the hay in loose. And that's how you would haul the hay in and out, was they had a big set of metal hooks called hay forks. We have a set at home. And you would pulley it out through the door,
Okay.
drop it down to the wagon, grab a big bundle of loose hay, and then haul it up and then drag it back inside the barn and drop it.
That is awesome.
And then I don't know if you've ever seen any hay knives or not,
I
but
have
they
one of
kind of
those
look
at
like a sword. You
Oh,
would
okay.
take a hay knife, and then you would cut off a chunk of hay to throw down to the animals.
That is really cool. Oh my gosh. You can see the is it safe to walk on?
Yeah, I think you're probably good
It looks pretty
for
sturdy.
the most part.
Yep. Okay.
You
I'm
see
good.
how the timbers are all held together with wooden pegs too? See that round wooden peg
Oh,
there,
I
that
see it
joint?
right there.
Yeah.
Yep. See right there. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love history.
Oh, this was literally built
Look how
by
beautiful that
somebody
is.
with,
Yep.
all human power over 100 years ago.
So awesome. And look at all this. Well, how do you go downstairs?
You can go down.
You go around to the outside?
Yeah.
Side here.
Well,
Look how
unfortunately,
beautiful.
there's no, real use for these things anymore.
I know. It's true.
Like, look at that board there. Look how wide that one is.
That is amazing. I'm going to get a measuring tape out and measure some of those. Look at that one. Look how wide that is. Now what would this be? This little house here?
Was the milk house.
Okay. I'm sure this was probably put in later.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know when this. I'm assuming probably the 40s or 50s. Maybe
Okay.
would be when this was.
Oh, wow. Holy smokes.
But they
You
would
got
have the bulk
buckets?
tank would be in here.
Okay. Oh, wow. You know, people refurbish those things all the time.
Yeah.
But yours look all original? That's awesome.
Well, there's even like. Actually, there's some old milk slips from the milk truck. I don't know what the date on those would be, but I bet they're fairly old.
Look at that. That's awesome.
Does that have a date on it when the last?
I don't know. Date of pickup?
Yeah.
9/5, but I don't know what year. It just says the day, it looks like.
I don't even
that.
know if it would be 80s or before the 80s.
Wow.
Probably in the 80s.
Look at that. I love it. I love it. What is this?
I don't know what that thing is. I'm assuming it's something for in the tank. I don't know if they would use that to scoop out some cream or not.
Okay, this thing I see in my kitchen all the time, but not like exactly like that. Look at that.
Yeah, the old cups hanging up there.
Look at this. Okay, there's a light bulb, so. Okay. Oh, wow. So
And
cool.
I'm not sure. This is maybe the milker rack. I'm not
Okay.
sure what you would hang your milkers up on, you know.
Okay.
When you were done.
When you say the milkers, like the things that you use to milk the cows with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you see one of those, let me know, because I don't know what it looks like.
I don't know if they
This is a tiny little door. And it's very wide. Look at, oh, here's the basement. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Do Do you know how many antiques you have sitting around
Yeah.
down here?
A lot.
Don't worry, your location is going to be kept secret. Wow, that is amazing. Look at that. Look at all those old hand tools. I'm watching my step while I'm videotaping, so. Oh, my word. I am so excited. My dad would be in seventh heaven. He'd be like, oh, my word, what do you want for this? That's cool. There we go.
Here's the, would be the old
That's-
vacuum line here.
Okay.
That would be hooked to the compressor to make vacuum, and then you hook your milker hoses up to there
Okay.
for the pulsation. And I don't
That's
see,
awesome.
apparently he never had a milk line going in here to the tank, so he probably had a can that the milker was
Okay.
attached to, and then you would take the can in and dump it into
That's
the
awesome.
tank.
I love the, I guess, what would you call them? I don't want to say beams because
Yeah, that's what they
you want to call them beams?
beams.
Look at that. I mean, it's just
The joists.
tree bark. That is so cool.
You see the white on it? Mm-hmm. That's lime. That's
Really?
what they call whitewashing, and that was
Oh, okay.
for bacteria. You know, you would have your barn whitewashed to keep bacteria and
Gotcha. Well, I've heard of whitewashing. I guess I didn't realize that's why they did it.
yeah.
That's awesome. Look at this. This is cooler than going to like the Octagon barn.
That's that little room that you were asking about next to the
Okay,
silo. That's
I see
the
it
feed
right-
room there. Yep.
Right there. Oh, wow.
I think
It's like stepping back in time. It's
those
so
might be some old horse harnesses there. I'm
Oh,
not
I
sure.
see them hanging out right there.
Yeah.
That would be really sad to see this one torn down. I gotta be honest, because it's holding its history like it's like
preserved, like a time
it's very
capsule.
preserved. It's like, oh wow, this is amazing. Wow,
Oh, the problem is that you can see if you don't keep up on them, they just rot.
I know it's true. You have to maintain it, and it costs money to do it.
Yeah.
Yep, and you're like, is it worth it? I quite agree.
I thought it was neat, like you can see this joint here, how they overlapped them. You know, the two big beams there. how
Okay,
they
right-
cut- yeah,
right here?
How they
Oh,
cut
yeah.
them out and overlapped them, and then like that big beam there in the center, I think is all one piece.
I was going to ask you about that because I noticed how really thick that is. Look at that. Now when we build them, it's just like, what, two boards that you put together
Yeah.
anymore. It's not one whole piece. You see the little ladder right there. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, wow.
You take one of these watering cups with you. These are the old waters.
Look at that. Oh, wow.
See, this is a valve here, I think it is on this one. The water comes in there, and when they want water, they push on it, and water fills
Oh.
up the bowl.
Hey, I need something like that at home for my animals. That's so cool. Look how many of them there are. Look at that tree. Look, that one has a nice curve in it. Look at that. Oh, wow. For foundation, like, you know how we use cookies now.
And that looks like a stone.
That looks like a stone.
Yeah. Yep, I think you're right.
Wow. Wow, wow. Bubs first here.
Thanks.
Okay. It's an old bottle on the floor. Oh, man. Yeah, that's that hole I was looking through upstairs. Yeah, I almost didn't come today. I was just whipped from yesterday, and I thought, I can do it. I can make this one. Oh, look at the buckets hanging there.
Yeah.
So what would this is the silo?
The silo room.
The
or
silo
feed
room.
Yeah,
Okay,
because you would
and there's-
climb up the chute.
Okay.
You know, you have doors in there, and you climb up till you got to the level of your feed, and then you would pitch it down,
Okay.
drop down here, and then you could load it into a wheelbarrow or something and
Gotcha.
haul it into the...
What's that cage right here?
I don't know what it is, if it's an old light. I don't know, something like that.
Okay.
Nothing for this.
How about this thing hanging on the wall?
I have
Almost-
no idea.
Almost looks like
animal catcher.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Huh.
I think it is.
No, got to keep those cows in line.
Yeah.
Can I go? I'm just going to peek up really quick.
Yeah,
Is that all right?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. I don't know if this thing has been walked through in a while, so okay, that is definitely like a gopher hole. Yeah. So watch out for me, okay? If one comes out, you can hear the echoing. Oh, so cool. Ooh, I lost those. Let me see. Get a picture from the inside. Wow. So cool. There it is from this side. Oh, these ones. I can see these buckets have
Oh,
like,
yeah, those were for feeding the calves, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
I was just going to mention, like, it looks like a calf bottle.
Yeah, yep.
So that's, huh.
That's what those were.
I got to show this to my sister. She's going to love that. Huh. Awesome. So cool. Look at the view out there. All right, I'm getting out of here. Just so the boxes here. What if they're labeled? Oh, that one is labeled. Let's see if I can.
The guy that used to own this place kept bees too. And he
Oh, really? A beekeeper?
Yeah, he would sit right by the hives without any gear on and fly around them. And he had a beautiful garden. Just on that side of kind of where you guys are parked.
Okay.
It used to scare me though because when I'd be working back here, I'd come over the hill and he'd be laying down.
You're like, is he okay? Oh man. I'm gonna have to check the dates on these. It's probably sold. There isn't a date. I'm tempted. You want to like touch and move stuff, but then you don't.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a time cap.
Yeah, you don't want to touch and move
This
it.
guy was an interesting character too because he was big on the fruit trees, as you can see around here.
I did notice that. Yeah.
He used to graft them as well.
Really? He would.
Yeah, there was where it's at now, but he had one here. You could see the graft on it.
I would love to see that. Oh, generator starting.
I don't know.
Would it?
It's
Would it be this one right here?
That one over there.
This one here?
I think it's this one over here.
Oh, it's a pear tree.
Yeah,
Oh my
see
gosh!
Where he grafted this right here.
Look
right
at that.
there.
Now, how do you know he grafted it? And can you explain to me what that is exactly?
Not very well, I'm sure, but well, I believe because you can see the two different bark types.
Okay.
And I know I saw him graft this tree right after it was grafted.
And how did he do that exactly?
You cut off a piece of the base tree, and you take a branch or sapling and cut it, and just kind of wrap them together.
That's awesome.
That's a very rude description of it.
That's all right.
I think the purpose of it is kind of get the best traits of the two different species.
Yep. Well, he must have done a really good job because it's a pear tree, right?
Yeah.
And that is. Can I
pear.
pull it off?
Yeah.
Because I think that's lovely. Can I eat this for lunch today?
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be good or not. But
It looks good. Oh boy, there's our job site today. This pear is amazing. Thank you. He did a good job. You want to try any? Really sweet. All right, this is Kyle's heart attack in a sandwich.
Hey, when you live in a house with a bunch of siblings and they eat a lot of food and they don't eat it all, you kind of have to figure out how to just whip something up.
Kyle, you have to fight for it.
So, I don't know even what I'm eating. I'm just kind of looks like dirt. Might be
It's
mud.
like
I
a
don't
trip.
know.
It's Daddy salad.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know. Grabbed something and I grabbed something else and I just whipped it on there.
All right. So Kyle's triple decker chocolate supreme.
Should have been in for it.
Somebody get that boy a sandwich.